Hello and welcome to Computer Science 21, the game design process. My name is Susie Mono, and I thought you might want to put a face with the voice that you're going to hear over the next semester. So in this particular video, I'm showing you my face, but in future videos, you'll just hear my voice and see the screen. I've been teaching part-time at Sierra College since 2007. I have a bachelor's degree in computer science from Cal State Northridge, and I have a master's degree in computer science from Sac State. I worked back in the 80s at what was then Hughes Aircraft Company. I was a software engineer working on an automated satellite test system, which was very exciting. I've been teaching since 2000. And I've taught Intro to Computer Science, Java, C++, XML, and game design. This course is broken up into weekly modules, and each week has some reading that you need to do, a recorded lecture, some other recordings that I have you watch, and then homework assignment. So there will be a lot of homework in this class, and it's going to be a lot of writing actually for this course. All the homework will be due Sunday night by midnight of that week. Let's walk through the syllabus real quick, and then I'll show you the first module, and we can get started in the class. So here's the syllabus. It's on the syllabus tab in the on Canvas. It obviously has my name, it has my email address, and you're welcome to email me anytime to ask me questions. I usually check my email several times a day. I will get back to you as quickly as I can. I can't promise that I'll get back to you over the weekend, but I will try. Office hours will be, I'll have an hour a week where I'm on a Canvas conference call, and you will be able to get on to that conference call if you have questions. I'm not exactly sure what hour that's going to be yet, but I'm asking everybody to post in a discussion and to put the hours that they might be available, what might work best for you. It says the prerequisite is Math D or equivalent, but there really isn't a prerequisite for this class. The textbook is Game Development Essentials, an Introduction, the 3rd edition by Jeannie Novak. Make sure you have the 3rd edition. It's very important. This is the book, so make sure it's the 3rd edition. I love this book. One reason I love this book is that it has color pictures, which are really nice. The book was written a number of years ago, so there are a few things that are not quite up to date, but we'll discuss those things in the class lectures. But you need the 3rd edition because there are homework. The homework comes from the chapter questions, and the other editions, the chapter questions are different, and I tell you to answer certain ones, like number 1, 5, 6, and 8. And so you have to have the correct edition for that. The course is 3 units. It's online. It is a survey of the history, technology, ethics, design, everything about about designing games. And again, it's about the process of designing games. That's why it's the process. We're going to talk about everything from the different jobs there are in the game industry, and the different phases that you go through to develop a game, all of the documentation you have to write to develop a game, and then we'll talk about story and character development and all of that. There's a list of student learning outcomes that you can read. Participation. Since it's online, there's not a lot of participation you can do, but when I do post something in the discussion, as a discussion, I expect everybody to participate in that. Okay. Exams, there's one midterm and one final, and they will be a combination of multiple choice, fill in the blank, short answer. Grading, I grade your assignments and I put your grades in, and they should be graded within about a week of their due date. And if there's ever a discrepancy in the grading, please let me know. If you find that you think you deserve a grade that's different than what I'm giving you, then let me know. Or if I didn't, just let me know if there are any issues with the grades, and I'm always open to discussion for that. Academic integrity, make sure that all your work is your own work, no cheating, and protect your work. Don't let other people see your work, because that's also cheating, but since we're online, probably that isn't an issue. We'll have a lot of assignments during this semester, and it'll be every week you're going to have questions to answer from the textbook. You're also going to have some questions from the videos, and then we're going to have a whole game project where you're going to have documentation that you will be writing. Late assignments, I count assignments late if they are a day late from after the due date, and at that point you get 10% off per week of lateness. So if it's 1 day late, it's 10% off, and then if it's 2 weeks late, it's 20% off. So make sure you stay up to date with your assignments, because you don't want to lose points on the lateness. Then I mentioned that here. Quite a bit of work in this class. I have a grading policy that is a straight percentage. I do round up, but seriously, if you have a 89.6, I'll round that up to a 90, but if you have an 89.4, I will not. So hopefully your grade won't be that close anyway, but just know that I do literal rounding. Your assignments are weighted. There's the project that you're going to do, that's 30%. Your homework is 30%. The midterm and the final are each 20%. The homework is a big part of the course. It's worth 30%. If you don't do it, there's no way you can get higher than a C in the course. And I do that on purpose because I want you to do the homework. Drops are up to you if you want to drop the course. I don't give incompletes. So, once the semester's over, you get your grade and we're done. There's a whole list of all the assignments here, but the due dates aren't necessarily correct. So don't look at the due dates here, look at the due dates on the actual assignments. So let's go over here to home. When you first get into the course, you're going to see that the modules are by week. And you're going to see 1 week come up at a time. The first week is this week, and it's the introduction to the course. You have a to-do, and then you have assignments. So to-do are the things that you need to do for the week. So in the first week, you're going to read over the syllabus, and you're going to watch this video. And I will have this video link actually on here. You'll see it once you get on. Then I'll also have a lecture for the first week that will be posted here. And then I have some other videos I want you to watch. I'd like you to participate in the discussion. You go to discussions, which are here, and then you'll click on the discussion and you can reply and post your discussion, and then there's a favorite game essay. But if you go to assignments, so if we go back to home, and you go to week 1 assignments, it'll show you specifically all the assignments. So you're going to write a 1-page essay describing your favorite game. I want you to tell me a bit about the game and why you like it, but I don't want you just to say it's fun. I want you to, describe a bit about the game, and tell me some of the things that you like about the game. Maybe that you like the way that you play the game, the controls of the game, the story, the music, different aspects of the game, and why you like it. I would like that to be one page typed. It can be double spaced, at least one page. And then at the end of your essay, there's a question here from one of the extra credit videos that you're also going to put on that page. So you'll write all of that, and then you'll upload it to the assignment. And that's it. And every week you'll have a to-do and an assignment. And a lot of the to-dos are reading the chapters in the book and watching a lot of videos, because you'll watch the lecture and then I'll have some other videos, and then the assignment is mostly going to be answering questions from the chapter questions in the book, answering questions about the videos, and then eventually we're going to have assignments that are for your game project. So I hope you enjoy the course, and I look forward to teaching it.